The transformation of Lucifer from an angel to a demon is a complex narrative woven into religious texts, folklore, and theological interpretations. It is a tale of pride, rebellion, and ultimate fall from grace, with roots in Christian theology, but also explored in literature, art, and other religious traditions. The process of Lucifer's transformation is not laid out in one singular narrative, but is derived from a variety of sources, such as the Bible, apocryphal texts, and mythological traditions. Lucifer, originally a powerful and beautiful archangel in the heavenly host, was, according to Christian scripture, created by God to serve and fulfill divine purposes. In his heavenly state, Lucifer, often associated with the light bringer or morning star due to his radiance and high status, stood as a symbol of divine glory and perfection. His role was one of immense power, wisdom, and closeness to the Creator. However, as described in various texts, Lucifer's transformation began as an inner conflict, primarily driven by pride and a desire for self-sovereignty. The key event that led to Lucifer's fall is his rebellion against God's authority. This is often interpreted as a moment when Lucifer, in his perfection and brilliance, became prideful and discontent with his place in the divine hierarchy. In his mind, Lucifer might have believed that his beauty, intellect, and strength deserved an exalted position equal to or above that of God. This internal dissatisfaction sparked the infamous rebellion against divine will. Lucifer's desire to usurp God's throne became the focal point of this insurrection as he sought to elevate himself to a position of ultimate power. In some texts, Lucifer's rebellion is portrayed as a cosmic battle, where a group of angels loyal to him joined his cause against the Creator. These angels, swayed by Lucifer's charisma and eloquence, became his followers, initiating a heavenly war that would ultimately lead to their downfall. The rebellion was not merely an act of defiance, but was emblematic of Lucifer's desire to assert his independence and become a god in his own right. This pursuit of autonomy marked the beginning of his descent from grace. The aftermath of Lucifer's rebellion is described in various ways across theological traditions, but a consistent theme is his expulsion from heaven. As a result of his actions, Lucifer and his followers were cast out of the heavenly realms, banished to a place of darkness and despair. This expulsion, often depicted as a dramatic fall, symbolizes not only the loss of Lucifer's exalted status, but also his separation from divine love and light. He, who was once a bringer of light, now became associated with darkness, shadow, and chaos. In the biblical text, the fall of Lucifer is often connected with passages from Isaiah and Ezekiel. Isaiah 14:12-15, for instance, famously refers to the morning star falling from heaven, an image long associated with Lucifer's fall. This passage, though primarily referring to the king of Babylon in its immediate context, is interpreted by many Christian theologians as a symbolic description of Lucifer's pride and rebellion. Ezekiel 28:12-19, which speaks of a perfect being cast down from heaven, is another key text used to describe Lucifer's fall. Once cast out of heaven, Lucifer's transformation from angel to demon was complete. His appearance, once radiant and divine, became twisted and corrupted. He no longer shone with the purity of light, but was now a creature of darkness, embodying rebellion and defiance. In his new role, Lucifer became the embodiment of sin, temptation, and evil, taking on the title of Satan, the adversary. Theologically, this transformation represents a profound shift in the nature of Lucifer's existence. No longer a servant of God, he became an agent of chaos, opposing God's will at every turn. As a demon, Lucifer was no longer part of the divine order, but instead sought to lead others away from the Creator. He became the accuser of humanity, striving to undermine God's creation by tempting humanity into sin and disobedience. This role was central to his identity as the adversary, not only to God, but also to humankind. Lucifer's transformation is also explored in apocryphal texts, such as the Book of Enoch, where he is sometimes associated with the fallen angels or the Watchers who descended to earth to corrupt humanity. These angels, led by figures such as Azazel, were cast out of heaven for their transgressions. Although Lucifer is not explicitly named in the Book of Enoch as one of these angels, his narrative is often intertwined with that of these rebellious beings. The story of the Watchers, who taught humanity forbidden knowledge, parallels Lucifer's own desire to lead others astray, making the narrative of his fall broader than just the rebellion in heaven. In literature, the fall of Lucifer was further immortalized by writers such as John Milton in his epic poem, Paradise Lost. Milton's portrayal of Lucifer as a tragic charismatic figure who famously declares, "Better to reign in hell than serve in heaven," added layers to the understanding of Lucifer's fall. His pride and defiance of God became a central theme in the poem, as he is depicted as a tragic hero whose desire for power and freedom leads to his eternal damnation. Milton's interpretation brought forward the idea that Lucifer's rebellion was not just about disobedience, but about the deep inner conflict of a being who could not accept the idea of serving another. In addition to Milton, many later writers, theologians, and artists contributed to the evolution of the Lucifer myth. These works often portrayed Lucifer not just as a demon, but as a complex figure who embodied the human struggle for autonomy, the consequences of pride, and the desire for power. The duality of Lucifer, as both a fallen angel and a tempter of humankind, added depth to his role in the theological and literary traditions. Throughout history, Lucifer's transformation has been interpreted in various ways, often reflecting cultural and theological shifts. In some periods, he was seen as a tragic figure, a once exalted being whose fall from grace served as a warning against the dangers of pride and disobedience. In other contexts, Lucifer was viewed simply as the embodiment of evil, a symbol of chaos and destruction who existed solely to oppose God's plan. In modern times, the interpretation of Lucifer has continued to evolve. Some view him as a metaphor for personal struggle and the desire for freedom, while others see him as a symbol of rebellion against oppressive systems. In popular culture, Lucifer is often depicted in a variety of ways, ranging from a sinister villain to a more nuanced character who challenges traditional moral boundaries. Ultimately, the transformation of Lucifer from an angel to a demon represents a profound spiritual journey marked by pride, rebellion, and loss. It is a story that transcends religious doctrine, resonating with themes of ambition, fallibility, and the consequences of defying divine authority. Whether viewed as a tragic figure, a symbol of evil, or a complex archetype, Lucifer's story continues to be a powerful narrative that explores the limits of power, pride, and the human desire for control over destiny. We've gotten to the end of this video. Kindly like, subscribe, and turn on the notification. God bless you.